How can therapy help you if you're struggling with an addiction issue? I mean, it's a big question. You know, there's a lot of promises made online, you know, about how rehab, treatment, or therapy can, transform a life. And like, don't get me wrong, there's truth in all of that. But ultimately, what therapy does is it provides a space for the person that's coming along to start to have a long, hard look at what's going on in their life. I think about it often. It's like turning around and looking into the face of addiction. Looking into the face of the relationship with a drug, with alcohol, with a particular behaviour, and seeing what's there. How is this impacting on me? How is this impacting on you? How is this impacting on the people around you, your life generally? It's that kind of stuff. That's a good starting point. Yeah. So sometimes I say to people, it's like, okay, it's your choice what you do. You can do what you want. You can walk out of here and have a drink. When I work in London, there's a pub over the road, like pretty much wherever I'm working out of that day. You can do what you want, but let's make it an informed choice. Yeah, let's really have a look at this. Yeah, so that's part of what happens. Once there's the motivation to stop, or make a change, whatever that looks like. Once that motivation's there, then it's about seeing how that's going to happen. Like, what does that involve? Just wanting to stop is not enough. If it was just wanting to stop was not enough, then me and the other people that do what I do for a living would probably be quite short on clients. So it's like figuring out, okay, well, how do you stop? What does that look like? Do you need to detox? You might need a period of hospitalisation. You might need some inpatient care. What's that going to look like? What are your options? Yeah. Past that, it's like, okay, what kind of support do you need? What kind of coping skills do you need to have in place? Like, what are you going to do when you're triggered by this or that? What do you do when these feelings that have been managed by the addiction for so long start to overwhelm you again? How can you manage that stuff in healthier ways? Because that's what addiction is really. Addiction is not, it's not just like a problem, a bad choice, a moral failing. It's a solution for a lot of people. But what happens is it's a solution that starts to cause more problems than it ever hoped to solve. So a big part of what I do is like, okay, maybe you need some new solutions. Let's see what we can do about that. So that's two really important functions of addiction therapy there. There's more, but I'll talk about those in a later video.